Question 24 was as follows. The table below shows the marks scored in integrated science test by learners in grade 9 class. Okay, so you need to take time and study the table. So we have got marks there, which ranges between 4 and 10. So as you can see, there is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that was 10 was the highest mark recorded and 4 was the lowest mark recorded. And down here we've got number of learners. So the number of learners who scored 4 were 3. The number of learners who scored 5 were 5. The number of learners who scored 4 were 4. Who scored 6, were 4. The number of learners who scored 7 were 6. The number of learners who scored 8 were 8. And the number of learners who scored 9 were 11. And the number of learners who scored 10 is only 1. Then let's come to the question. The question is, how many learners scored less than 8 marks? Okay, so they're asking us to find the number of learners who scored less than 8 marks. Okay, so what is important is, first we need to identify the marks that are less than 8. Okay, the marks that are less than 8. So the marks that are less than 8 are these, the ones I've circled in pink. That is 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the marks that are less than 8. Then after you have done that, then we also need to identify the learners who scored marks which are less than 8. So these are the learners. Okay, so they're asking us to find the number of learners who scored from 4 marks to 7 marks. Okay, so that is what I've circled there. The marks that are between 4 and 7 marks. And then we also need to identify the learners who scored less than 8 marks. So the number of learners who scored less than 8 marks are those numbers I've circled in green. Okay, once we've done that, then what is now left to do is just to add those numbers. Okay, so let's start with 4. How many learners scored less than 4 marks? Oh, sorry, how many learners scored 4 marks? We know that it's 3, the 3 down there in green. Okay, so we're going to get numbers in green because that is the number of learners who scored a given mark. Then how many scored 5? We can see that it's 5. How many scored 6? We can see that there are 4. How many scored 7 marks? We can see that there are 6. Okay, so those are the numbers we're going to add. So we're not going to add anything from 8 up to 10. Okay, so we are told to find the number of learners who scored less than 8 marks. Okay, so we're going to start adding. 5 plus 3 will give us 8, plus 4 plus 6. Okay, then 8 plus 4 will give us 12 plus 6. Okay, then 12 plus 6 will give us 18 learners. So 18 learners scored less than 80 marks. So 18 learners in class scored less than 80 marks. Okay, now let's go to question number 25.